What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are talking sports with MJ. Today I had the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Washington Wizards preview and predictions. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. If you are new to the channel and you like Eagles, Sixers, or any NFL and NBA content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also, I didn't tell anybody this, but we got some baseball content coming to the channel during the MLB playoffs. I didn't tell anybody this yet. Y'all the first to know. So we got some MLB playoff content coming later. But if you enjoy any of those, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the post notification bell so that way you don't miss any video. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on today's Sixers video. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So, the Philadelphia 76ers, they're going to be going up against the Washington Wizards. My Philadelphia 76ers will be facing the Washington Wizards, and it's going to be an interesting series. You got the first round series, obviously the Wizards beating the Indiana Pacers in the playing game, sorry, not the first round, in the playing game. I just think that was a good win by the Wizards, but they're going up against an obviously better team in the Philadelphia 76ers. So let's get right into it, man. So this preview and prediction, I'm going to give you obviously my series prediction. I'm going to give you some players I think will do well, players I think will do bad, and some couple other things. So enjoy the ride and let's go. So first thing I want to talk about today, who's going to be the breakout player of the series? Who's going to surprisingly be good? Now, I know that this guy, he is the second best player on our team, but I think Ben Simmons is going to be the surprising player. I wouldn't really call him a breakout player because we already know his skill level, but I think he's going to be more of a surprising player this series because Ben Simmons, man, no one is giving him any confidence on offense, man. No one's confident in him offensively. I mean, people know that he can be a facilitator, but people don't think he's going to be able to score the ball at, average 18 to 20, 22, even 25 points per game. And I think he's going to shock a lot of people. I think he's going to be more aggressive driving to the basket. And Ben Simmons is almost unstoppable driving to the basket. Being a guard with that speed, with that IQ, with the 6'9", 6'10" frame, the 7-foot wingspan, driving to the rim is almost unguardable, but he just needs to be more aggressive. And I think you'll see that from Ben Simmons. He'll be the surprising player. The breakout player of the series for me will be Matisse Thybulle. The defensive impact of Matisse Thybulle is amazing. The simple fact that he comes off the bench and has all these defensive accolades is just amazing. And he's only in his second year. He still has his offensive game that he has to develop, which I think will be developed in the next few years. But I think he'll be the breakout player of this series. Everyone will see how great of a defender he is. Now, who's going to be the star? And I'm going to do this for both my Sixers and the Wizards. I think the stars are going to be Russell Westbrook and Joel Embiid. I think Russell Westbrook's going to be a lot of what the Wizards do, almost everything for the Wizards on the offense, considering the fact that Bradley Beal is going to be playing on a hurt hamstring this whole entire series. That sucks obviously for Beal, but that puts the pressure on Westbrook, and I think he's going to show up. Obviously, it's not going to be good enough to beat the Sixers, but I think he will do pretty well in this series actually. And the X factor of this series is going to be Tobias Harris. I just think Tobias Harris has been our X factor all season. Some days he's our second best player, and most days he's our third best player. But man, he's been stepping up to another level this year. Doc Rivers came in and elevated his game to the next level, and I'm excited to see what he does in the playoffs, and I think he'll do well in the playoffs considering the fact that Tobias Harris the last 2 years has not been showing up that well in the playoffs for the 76ers, man. So hopefully I'm correct that Harris will be the X factor. And the MVP of the series will be Joel Embiid. I just think he's going to be so unguardable. You can throw Alex Len at him. You can throw Daniel Gafford, Robin Lopez at him. No matter what, Joel Embiid is going to body all these players that you're going to throw at him. So I just really think, man, that Joel Embiid is going to be the MVP of the series. He's going to be the god of the series. He's going to be the man amongst boys. And I just think he's going to play very, very, very well in some great basketball. And then as far as the coaching matchup goes, man, I think Doc Rivers obviously wins, man. The Wizards coach should honestly be fired, man. I know he coached Russell Westbrook back in the day, but you should honestly just fire him. He's not a good head coach. Maybe if he was the assistant coach, you had a better head coach, that'd be fine. Because I do get that you want him to stay there because he has a connection with Westbrook, but it just doesn't matter. I think Doc Rivers completely out coaches Scott Brooks in this playoff series. Now to the series prediction and who I have winning and what amount of games, and explaining that to you why. I had the Sixers winning in 4 games. I was going back and forth. I said, Sixers sweep, Sixers in 5. But you know what? I'm going to say Sixers sweep. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Joel Embiid is going to be too much. Russell Westbrook can average a triple-double this series, but guess what? Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and Ben Simmons being big with size and what their abilities are will be a bad match for the Wizards, considering the fact that the Wizards don't play consistently great defense. I think we're going to just be such a too big for the Wizards, man. I think Tobias Harris is going to go off. I think Ben Simmons is going to have his games. And I think Joel Embiid is just going to be a monster. And I think we win in a sweep, man. I think we get the brooms out. We get them out early. We get prepared for our second round matchup between either the Knicks or the Hawks. It doesn't matter. But I think we sweep this series, man. I think the Sixers come in. We handle business where I think Doc is going to be well prepared. I think he has his rotation and lockdown. And I just think this is going to be, this is going to make for a great series by the Sixers, man. I think we're going to dominate this series. Like I said, I think Russell Westbrook's going to do well. But guess what? We have too much on our team. That's just too big, too strong, and just too much for the Wizards to handle, man. So I think we win in a sweep in the first round. That's my first round series prediction. But guess what? I'm not done with this series. Anything that big that happens in the Sixers versus Wizards series, I might do a couple of previews for this series as well. So make sure I keep looking out, man. I'm going to still be posting videos about this series as it continues. I'm going to try my best to maybe even get a live stream of one of these games. We'll see what happens, though. Content about this Sixers series is going to come on the way no matter what. So make sure you guys hit the notification bell so you don't miss any Sixers playoff content. It's your boy MG Nice. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.